Welcome back, everybody. What? Welcome back, everybody, to Confidential Series 3. Series 3, alongside the new season, Season 7. So, we have a lot to go over since we last left off with Season 6. We have so much to talk about, including the new episode that just came out, what's been going on since we last saw each other on Confidential, as well as many other things for the near future, and what to expect next time in DrSeaDevil. Anyway, let's just get straight into it without further ado. Let's start off with what happened after the end of Season 6. So, many of you are probably wondering, what the hell happened? What even happened in Season 6? Right now, something's happened, some weird power has taken over him, and is forcing him to do these Call of Myth games now. And, yeah, something's just happened to him that he doesn't know what it is, and we may never know what it is. But for now, it seems like myth games are going to be the prime thing he's going to be following for now, alongside a few other things along the way. Season 6 was, I think, my biggest thing yet. I actually had some more different ideas as well for Season 6. So, essentially, the Myth Hunting series and the Swelter series, those two series were actually going to be something way different. So, for the Myth Hunting series, the title's actually derivative from something that I had an idea of, where essentially the world ended for 5 parts, and I had to essentially try and fix that. Yeah, it's kind of like what spoilers for Doctor Who. Just skip to this on the screen, just so you can skip the spoilers for Doctor Who season 2 as a whole. Yeah, essentially it seems that the world is ending. It's kind of like that. I kind of wanted the whole world to end in a kind of scenario like that. I thought that was pretty spooky, but scary. So I wanted to at least have that kind of feeling. Yeah, sadly, obviously, I do not have the budget and team and the will to live in order to do that stuff. And I'm not a big company like the BBC or any other big corporation nowadays. There's loads now, but I can't really think of one. It's quite surprising, actually. I don't have that kind of freedom and budget in order to make these kind of things. I feel like my ambitions, I have good ideas, but I can't execute ideas because of limitations. And the same goes to Swelter, though Swelter was more just an idea I had. I feel like I don't know exactly what my idea for Swelter was. I feel like it's going to be a continuation onwards from when the world blew up. I wanted that to be like a continuation. Maybe that bit would be me, completing everything. Also, fixing the world essentially. But yeah, I didn't know from there. Or essentially, I would blow up the Earth forever. Which would be fun. Yeah, I don't get to Earth anymore. I mean, I wasn't going to anyway, but here we are. And yeah, I'm happy with what came out of it though, because I think the Myth series is one of my favourite series, and Swelter was a really fun mod, and I'm hoping to hopefully make a video on it soon, which may even come with its own confidential, which would be really cool. So yeah, that's that for Swelter, and that's that for the stuff for Season 6. Now let's talk about the Episode 1. Rust is back since we last saw him about, oh, God knows when. I can't remember when I last saw Rust, because I definitely made a video on it though. I remember leaving you on a cliffhanger. Actually, it might even been the first ever Myth episode. I'm fairly sure anyway, which I'm very happy about. By the way, I love the Myth series. But yeah, so we last saw Rust all that time ago. Like that was way ago now. Now in 2026. Yes. Okay. So I just found out. Yes. So we last saw Rust on September 2024. It is now 2026, January 2026. So it's been an entire year and a half or something like that since we last saw Rust. Yeah, I'm really happy to see Rust again though, because oh my god, that game is terrifying. Rust is terrifying, and yeah, I really do enjoy playing his games. Sleepy Meadows was my favorite. The little theme that plays through it. As I mentioned in the episode, I love it to bits. It's the best theme I've ever heard. It's like a Rust theme. Like, if you imagined a theme for Rust, you probably imagined the Sleepy Meadows theme. And I don't even know if he composed it, or if you just found it on the internet, but either way, it is insanely good, and I love what he's doing. Also, we didn't get to find out like what's behind that gate, and also there's a little like green patch in the floor. I assume when we put in the code, it will open up, but I'm not too sure yet. Yeah, hopefully at some point we can go back and maybe do like complete these games, but I don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon because I don't know what the code is. I don't know where to find it. I don't know what to look up for. And I've checked all the houses. I checked through the shacks. I checked for everything, and there was nothing. I couldn't find anything. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a look somewhere else and just see if I can find something. Also, Sleepy Meadows is yeah, it's an interesting one because like it goes from the sunken place into Sleepy Meadows. So the sunken place is just like a barrier, if you will. It's not actually like a. It's weird though because so we go through this forest and we go to this teleport. It takes us to the sunken place. We don't know what the sunken place is. It's like we went for a little kind of thing. Went to the sunken place. The sunken place is a weird kind of barrier, it seems, between Sleepy Meadows and wherever the other place was, the little forest. But I don't know how they both interlink each other because it just seems. I mean, it's a cool way to travel from game to game, but we don't actually know why this barrier exists and why it leads from that forest to Sleepy Meadows. It's very strange. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, but yeah, it's fairly interesting. I'll be honest. I love Rust a bits, and yeah, I'm really enjoying his games. Also, I did wonder as well. So that little white guy as well. I don't know what they are. They just seem to be. They seem to be like kind of like a little like stalker in some way. I don't know what they were meant to be though. It's very strange. And also, mind you, it seems that the game we tried to go into doesn't seem to appear when I played, which I find very interesting. The Sunken Place is on there though, which we will look at in this episode, but it seems that the other place, Sleep Meadows, is not appearing on there, which I find very interesting, which essentially means that it's a game inside a game, so obviously we can't have a look at it. It's inside the Sunken Place. Yeah, and if I find a way to look at it, then, well, obviously I'll show you, but anyway, what a better time now then to actually have a look at the game, shall we? In Roblox Studio. Because the game is, as I said, uncopy locked, so the experience source can be copied, and we can have a look at the inner workings of the Sunken Place. Just have a little look at some mysteries that we may have, had with what on earth the Sunken Place was. So what we're going to do, we are going to go into the Sunken Place and just see what we can find. So here we are in the Sunken Place. All sorts of things in here as well. Weirdly named parts as well for some reason. Sunken Place is just, as you saw, a box. It's a box. Big box. What's this here? What's this? It's good, nice. So yeah, this is the Sunken Place. Not much really to talk about apart from, well, it's a small box, and in the middle there's a little game thing. Where is it? I've lost it now. There we go. Which takes you to here. So I assume there's a teleport in here somewhere we can probably find. There we go. Script. This could be it. Yes, here we go. So it teleports you to here. We now have the game ID for the game. So if we now go to Roblox and we change this to this and get rid of that, it should take us to the game. Here we go. This place is part of the Sunken Place. So yes, it is part, as I expected. This place is part of the Sunken Place, and therefore we cannot actually get into the game. We cannot copy it. I don't. And it says this game can be copied, but we can't actually edit it. So no, we cannot get into Sunny Meadows, sadly. That is something we cannot do. But yes, that is pretty much it. Last things last. Let's talk about the future of DrSeaDevil. So, what does the future have in store for us today? Well, I can tell you a couple of things. Firstly, I'm going to be obviously doing more myth videos. I'm loving the myth stuff, so I'll be doing definitely more of that. I will also branch out to other content as well, so yeah, be in store for that. With Totally, it's back with Series 2. Additionally, there is some extra features now in Totally, which I'm sure you'll definitely like. Be in store, I'm ready for that as well. More incentive to go watch Totally as well. And then additionally, there's also some other spin-offs as well coming back. There'll be some more, there'll be also a Christmas special as well this year. Sorry, there wasn't one last year. I don't have anything planned for Christmas that year, but I will say that there most likely will be a Christmas special this year. So yes, be excited for that and be ready. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. And additionally, down below in the description there will be a vodcast. It is essentially like a kind of a cut down version of these videos that focusing on one subject. Is essentially made for short form content. I hope you guys enjoy this new little thing I'm trying out. And don't worry, the confidential cut down will be available tomorrow. But yes, until then, have a good one, and I'll see you all soon.